What is up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my own new review of the Belle Collective. Oh, the season finale aired last Friday. And when I tell y'all, that entire episode pissed me off from the last 10 minutes. Oh, it got me hot. Letitia, Glenn, Cliff, Latrice, all y'all gonna get your asses handed to you at the end of this review. I'm telling you now, from beginning to end. And here we go. It is the day before Latrice's dual grand opening tomorrow for Taste and Got His Links. So her and Cliff are going over the final touches before everything gets ready. Apparently, her and Cliff are having an argument about how she wanted a certain size of a sign, and he said, no, that's what the guy told you, and she said she didn't want it that big. He didn't want to hear her. He complaining about how you didn't listen. You a woman. You don't understand what you're doing, and you got paid this amount. Now you get this type of sign. You deal with it. Like, just a whole bunch of back and forth, right? Selena comes by because she is the bar manager, so she's going to create a signature drink for Taste, which is cool because Selena has a background in bartending. And she also wants to check in on Latrice because she is getting nervous. Now she introduces to her manager and her cousin, and while telling her getting ready for the mixer, Cliff incorporated Glenn's birthday in the mixer. To Selena's shock, and did you see her cousin's face when she repeated? It's like, oh, the audacity of your husband to use this being y'all big moment to reveal both of y'all businesses, and this guy thinks about planning his friend's birthday on the same day of your event. Yeah, crazy. So she asked Selena, has she spoken to Gucci since New Orleans? She says no. And knowing that all of the ladies will be invited to the mixer, as well as Selena and her girls, how would that fare? Well, Star has been around JJ mostly. She still frequently sees him. It's Sky and Sanjay who's still a bit apprehensive. And she don't got a problem being around JJ. That's not Selena's problem, okay? Like, Selena is not making a big deal about being around JJ as much as JJ is, okay? And he needs to let it go. Point blank, period. I appreciate mixologist Selena making a very cute drink. I wanted to know what it tastes like. But we're gonna move on from there. And then we get Marie. Marie is headed to church with her children to get some guidance from the trauma she endured with her home being shot at. Thank God nobody was home, but it doesn't take away experiencing the outcome. When all of her kids got out the car, I had to count. I saw Jerez, I saw Zuri. Who are the other two boys or young men? I don't know who those kids are. Those are all Marie's children. And then I had to look at the age. Jerez is the oldest. He's like, what, 24? I think the other one is like 22, and the other one is 20. Marie, why didn't we see your other sons around you? All we got is Zuri and Jerez and all of your grandchildren. Who are they? So we get past the roller wrap, how they've had meetings, and her wanting to know how can she move on because they all don't feel comfortable. They don't feel safe. And while she doesn't feel homeless, she had other places to reside while going through this, but she lost her main home. She can't go back to her main home, so she feels lost. And, turns out her daughter's room, Zuri, was the most room they got shot at. And her daughter, she looks very sad, like she's about to cry because all she wants to do is go back home. So the pastor offers a baptism, which is something that Marie wanted to do. She got baptized when she was little, but that was her grandmother's wishes. And now that she's an adult, she wants to get baptized for herself. She wants to have a rebirth. All right, I'm not complaining. Want a cleansing? Do what you do. Move on. We got Letitia. Letitia is making sure that her husband and her son is a priority. So while she is being an entrepreneur, she's still making sure she's not neglecting her duties being a mom and a housewife. So she's cooking pork chops. I see a whole lot of corn in that casket. I hope you had some greens and mashed potatoes, because what else you making with these pork chops? Glenn was being a bit extra about wanting to know if the pork chops was extra crispy. She said, sir, be thankful I'm making this food in totality, okay? Don't ask me, are they crispy? Don't expect them to be crispy. Expect me to make them. That's all. Just be grateful I'm making them. So, and hell, since you home, you might want to figure out how you can cook your own food at times. But anyway, so while preparing plates and, getting him ready to eat, she gives him a folder. Pretty much all the information he needs to know when it comes to opening up his own business. Since he wants to get into the trucking business, she pretty much starts off with what he needs to figure out. And right now he's like, oh, wait. You're moving too fast. She's telling him, you're not moving fast enough. Like, this is Letitia's lane. I help people this is what I do for a living. I help people start businesses. I coach people how to navigate their business. I push people. This is what I do. And he tells her, you got to wait at least 90 days for a business to take off. She said, that's not true. The company's already established. So did he already get the name for the trucking business? Is he partnering up with someone who's already in the trucking business? Like, what is Glenn's entire plan? That's what she's not getting. Okay, because you still haven't spoken to her about it. You still haven't told her. Remember, you said a couple of episodes ago, you're not letting her know what your plans are. You pretty much want her to wait and allow you to do you. How long is that going to take when you're not letting her know what she needs to look forward to? But he pretty much wants her to get her broker's license so she can learn how to book the loads. Okay, so you want her to still be on board with doing it with you, but yet you're not letting her know what plans you have going on. That makes no sense. So to say that she's extra by giving you a list or giving you information, what you need to know, that's helpful because you obviously don't know what you're doing, okay? Because you don't know how to navigate the business because what are you doing? You don't even know, like, we didn't even get an answer on whether or not you actually bought a box truck. We didn't get that answer. Like, when you want to start a trucking business, you need a website. You need to make sure you got the name copywritten. You got to make sure, you got somebody who knows how to manage it. Like, you need the whole rundown. Okay, since you're coming as an owner-operator of a trucking business, you don't know what to do. You don't know the ins and outs, what it means to drive over the road. You don't know what it means to have ledgers and everything. Yeah, Glenn is definitely, like, not there. Okay? And Tisha, she doesn't want to micromanage him, but she wants to be there to support him. And she has to know when you step out to be an entrepreneur, you got to grind. You got to keep it up. It's not just not doing anything. Because she said, we need motion. There hasn't been any motion. We need movement. Okay? Because I don't know if you just trying to coast with this reality check. I mean, yes, thank the Lord that OWN renewed Belle Collective for a season 6. That's another check. But at the same time, you need more income coming in because don't know if Letitia's businesses are helping y'all stay afloat. So yes, Glenn, you need something to do. Okay? So while discussing that, we are also discussing Glenn's birthday, and Glenn talks about his birthday being celebrated at Taste. That's something that Letitia didn't realize. Remember when they were headed to New Orleans about how you and Cliff are always planning things and me and Latrice are the last to know? And he just had this nonchalant attitude about it's at a different time. It's like the lack of consideration Cliff and Glenn have for their wives is astonishing to me. Like, you got y'all wives stressed out over y'all lack of communication and y'all don't understand why. It's crazy to me. Like, I cannot. Like, I'm sorry. It's just mind-boggling to me. I can't. But we're gonna move on from that. Moving on. We got Marie. It's the day of her baptism. Gucci and Letitia came to support. Her cousin Nettie even came. That was very nice. And after she got dipped in the water, it just flashed back to all those times. Marie has been an evil, vengeful, spiteful person from the first season, down to the second season, down to the third season, down to the fourth season, down to the fifth season, which is this current season. Like, oh my Lord, Marie, have you really changed your ways? Do you feel like this is a cleansing? Do you feel like this is a rebirth? I'm going to need for you to adopt a new mentality and accept accountability if you want to start anew. But she says it feels like a rebirth. Everything is going to start fresh from the beginning. Cool. Moving on. Now we get to the day of the dual grand opening. Tamra was asked to host. And of course, everything is going to move along with the program, how everybody can be there for the ribbon cutting, oversee what God has Links has to offer, and then walk across the taste. Everybody came out to support this occasion. We got the mayor coming out, and he presents her a certificate of recognition for everything she's done in the community. Women of Progress was there. All of the influential people came out to support her. Very proud of Latrice. Very, very proud of her, okay? Now, when she did cut the ribbon, I'm happy Cliff was there because I was wondering where Cliff was. He was able to walk across the red carpet and be there to hold the scissors with her. And, you know, she said whoever came on time to be there for the Goddess Lane's ribbon cutting was meant to be there. And Cliff wanted to go and check in on Taste because the last time she got an update, they were about 95% done with everything. Like, everything was all the way down to the wire, because when she was overseeing everything, she didn't get no liquor, they don't have no sinks, they have no dishwasher. Like, everything is not all the way done for Taste. So all they could do is just present it enough for that to be an experience, just enough. When JJ and Gucci arrived, oh, that was so rude and unnecessary. I said, who the hell is this arriving? It was them in a 1949 Chrysler. I love an old vehicle. They pulled out a plastic sheet, a red plastic sheet you got from Dollar Tree, to present their own red carpet entrance to the new Goddess Links. And I'm like, JJ, y'all don't need to do none of that. This is not about y'all, okay? JJ, I get it, you're extra, but you doing the absolute most is unnecessary. And this right here is very unnecessary. So JJ talks about how Gucci can't be in the same place with his ex. But did your wife tell you that she's okay with being in the same place with your ex? I feel like that's what Gucci hasn't been telling you. Because, my bad, y'all. I did not review last week's episode. I am still recovering from a congestion cough and a fever. And Gucci, you have been switching up whenever you are in the same place with your husband. You don't let him know about what things have been said and what you are agreeing to. And when you're in other places without your husband, you act like you're okay with it. You act like you want to move forward, but you tend to shrink and tell your husband a different story. And when it comes to you, you know, wanting to make it right with your daughters, you don't want your daughters to be seen on this nonsense, but they've already seen the nonsense. They've already been around the nonsense, JJ, and you have not stopped the nonsense. You have carried the nonsense, all right? And again, you walked in, Gucci even said hello to Selena. You literally scurried away to avoid saying hi to her, but you mad, and I don't understand why. Like, you need to literally let any resentment you have towards Selena go. Like, when he came in, spoke to his daughters are trying to test his energy, because while they're happy to see their father, they're not really happy because of what's been going on between their parents. And Selena was like, he ain't gotta speak to me. All I want is for him to make it right with his daughters. That's all I want, okay? And of course, we have a crossover. Stormy and Courtney came to support Latrice because Stormy and Latrice are very good friends. And Nell came out to support. I don't know if this was Stormy's last appearance before she quit Love and Marriage Huntsville or not. I'm not too sure. But hey, Stormy, how you doing? So now we see Akeisha and Willie. Okay, they arrived 3 hours late. Why did y'all arrive 3 hours late? Where was y'all coming from? I can understand because y'all got small children. But what happened that made y'all so late? And how long was the Goddess Lane's ribbon cutting ceremony supposed to be before y'all transitioned into Taste? Because obviously, was this supposed to be like an in-between late afternoon, early night type of situation? I just want to know. So then they move on to Taste so they can get the experience. And I enjoy Tambra and her hosting skills because she pretty much, you know, bumped Latrice's head right on up. Say, who creates two businesses at the same time and have a grand opening at the same time? The Rogers do it. That's how you do it. And the inside do look amazing, okay? They did a great job while they are celebrating Latrice, enjoying her. You got Glenn. Glenn makes his grand entrance because even though it's not his birthday, but he wants his birthday to be celebrated. He comes in with his bedazzled paisley shirt, looking a fool. And he wanted to, floss and be flashy and walk his way towards the VIP section where all the cast was sitting. Willie extended his hand to say happy birthday, and Glenn snubbed him. Literally snubbed him. Didn't even want to dap him. And from that moment on, that's where all of the bullshit started. Once Glenn did not want to shake Willie's hand. The energy changed. It became hostile, and Willie knew the energy was different. So I felt like, are we really doing this right now? So I'm paying attention. You got Glenn ear hustling to Cliff by telling him that Willie is in a competition with Cliff because he's jealous of Cliff because Cliff got the young hot wife. I said, are you fucking serious? No. Glenn, did you say what I think you said? That Willie is in competition with Cliff and that he's jealous of Cliff because he got Latrice and all he got is Akeisha? Oh, what we not gonna do is make it seem as if Akeisha ain't a bad bitch herself. That's what we not gonna do. Akeisha got the beauty, the brains, the connections, the smart. She got all that. She's in the same level with Latrice. You're not gonna ever make it seem as if Latrice is way better than Akeisha. What the fuck is that? That's some lame ass shit there. Very fucking lame. I can't, no ma'am. So I think Willie must have heard them talk about his wife or her name. And he was like, so what y'all mumbling over there? Huh? What y'all mumbling about over there? Cliff already on standby to defend Glenn by not out him that he wasn't just talking about Willie and he wasn't bringing Akeisha in the bullshit. And they're like, we talking about who did your hair? He said, my barber. I'm straight. I got the best barber in the city. Who does your hair? This is such unnecessary. This is such lame ass shit. Because for Glenn and Cliff to want to talk shit about Willie's hair, Willie keeps his hair neat. Glenn, you ain't got no fucking hair. And Cliff, you got the Bert and Ernie hairstyle from Sesame Street. So who the fuck are you doing throwing Jones and jabs at Willie? Like, it's so fucking lame and unnecessary. It's whack. It's third grade as fuck. Can't do it. Like, it's... And wait, the way that Willie was just eating them up was just killing me. Because he calls out Glenn for looking like a broke magician. And Cliff, the main problem that he has with Willie is that Willie has always been messing with Glenn. He made fun of his rap career. And Willie don't like it when you make fun of him. When you poke at him, he can't take it. First of all, the rap thing, that's been over and done with, okay? Yes, Willie made a comment, as everybody made a comment about his rap career, but he already said it. It's been dead and done. What else is your problem with Willie, Cliff? What else? How he's always messing with Glenn. He ain't messing with Glenn. Y'all messing with him. So what the fuck are you talking about? How when you poke at him, he can't handle it. No, sir, you can't handle it. That's what I'm looking at. Y'all can't handle all the Jones that Willie is throwing at y'all because anytime y'all throw a jab at Willie, he throws one right back at you. Like when he called you a stack of bubblegum, oh no, that was me. Because you look like a whole slab of bologna when you wore all that pink Lacoste outfit, sir. So you can fucking miss me. Y'all can't handle Willie. That's the problem. Y'all think y'all can double team Willie because of what? Because of what? What is y'all issue? Y'all really do feel some type of way about Willie because he holds himself to a higher standard? Yeah, he's a retired NFL player. He got 2 championship rings. He's established. He got a beautiful wife. He got a family. What? Like, the way Willie carries himself is what y'all wish y'all can carry yourselves. Y'all wish y'all was in the same lane as Willie. Y'all not in the same lane as Willie. Like, it's crazy as hell to me. Like, Cliff, do you think you're doing your big one because you got this big restaurant courtesy of Latrice? That you think you can flex on Willie as if he's caring? Like he cares? Like he's counting your pockets like that? Like, get the fuck out of here, Cliff. Like, you can stop. You can stop. Y'all being very petty and childish. And then y'all can't handle when he goes after y'all. So Willie calls them dumb and dumber because they are dumb and dumber. Because who double teams somebody on what grounds? It's crazy weird to me. And Willie was right. He lives rent-free in y'all minds. He is part, he parallels, he reverse, he's all that and then some, okay? Like, get the fuck out of here. And Glenn, you try. When you say you're not even a hair follicle in my mind, you mean a follicle, my dude? Country ass nigga. Then in the confessional, Glenn calls Willie a bitch. I'm trying to understand what makes him a bitch, Glenn. What makes him a bitch? He's more successful than you. He's more established than you. He got a job. You don't. What makes him a bitch? Because he didn't take your shit? What? I'm confused. Then Cliff stands up and says out loud, he don't like Willie. Okay, cool. I'm with Akeisha. Okay, go back to when he said he don't like you, and right when we say we don't give a fuck. We don't care. Ooh, Cliff don't like us, and so in the confessional, Akeisha is like, I don't know if Cliff is drunk, but he's definitely doing too much. I'm insulted. My husband's insulted. And I can see that his energy is rubbing off on Glenn, and I don't like it. But when it comes to me and my husband, I'm always 10 toes down. And I'm on what she on. The same energy she on with her husband, that's me and mine. You're not going to disrespect my husband and me and act like we're going to just take it and not say shit. You got us fucked up, okay? So Latrice, she sees what's happening, right? And she never thought that the men would get into it. She thought the women would get into it. And we need to nip this in the bud right now. Okay, well, direct that towards your husband, because your husband and Glenn has started it. Soon as Glenn came into the picture, as soon as Glenn came into the event, both Glenn and Cliff started going after Willie for no fucking reason. You need to direct that towards your husband, okay? And again, Cliff in the background talking about Willie acting like a Belle. What is your concern? Why are you concerned, and why are you so agitated to call somebody a Belle? Do you want one? So when you want to call somebody a Belle, Willie claps back at him and says, you can suck my bells. How about that? You can suck them. You want to do that? So Letitia's in the background saying, I see everything going back and forth. I don't know what's happening, but I do see Akeisha hyping her husband up like a little chihuahua. No, Letitia, that's Cliff hyping Glenn up. That's what they're doing. They're hyping each other up to go after Akeisha's husband, and all she's doing is feeding off the energy that they're giving to her and her husband, and they're clapping back. That's what that is. Ain't nobody hyping up nobody but your husbands, okay? Because I feel like I don't know what you think you saw or what you want to see. Your husband and Cliff are doing all of the egging, all the antagonizing. That's what they're doing. So as far as you can suck my bells, Akeisha said stop riding them, because y'all been riding Willie's dick all damn season. Y'all have an issue with Willie that I don't understand why. He said, I'm going to have to charge y'all rent because y'all keep on talking about me. I stay on y'all minds. I stay in y'all spirit. I am all over y'all, okay? Then we got, y'all don't have no nuts. You ain't got no nuts. Then Cliff stands up, which makes Willie stand up. You ain't finna stand over me. We gonna be on the same level playing field. What's up? What's up? Then all hell breaks loose, okay? And I'm not kidding you. I think Glenn got on top of another table to think that he's going to add himself some extra height to overpower Willie, and it didn't work, okay? Because Willie said, you got me fucked up, okay? So Glenn is telling Will, you don't tell another man to ride your dick. Oh, but y'all been coming at him sideways saying he ain't got no nuts. So whatever he tells you, y'all got to take it. Y'all expect for him to take every kind of bullshit y'all give him? So fuck y'all. It's a whole lot of fuck yous, fuck yous, fuck yous. And Letitia getting into it. She's calling Akeisha a bitch. Akeisha calls her a bitch. When she wanted to reach around Willie to get to Letitia, I wanted her to. I wanted Akeisha to reach Letitia, because Letitia's been waiting for an opportunity to get at Akeisha. Waiting for one. You cannot tell me that Letitia's been secretly waiting for an opportunity to come at Akeisha ever since Akeisha stunning her ass when she came on the show. I'm telling y'all, this was a whole fucking lot, right? So, obviously, Willie ain't afraid. He said, I'm him. Get active. Let's go. So, trying to separate, you can see Willie literally fight his way through. Willie is a retired football player, okay? So, he knows how to tackle people. He knows how to push through people. And he made his way. He almost got close to Glenn. They had to literally have like four or five people physically pick up Glenn and take him all the way across the room and separate him. All the way. Because they knew we really can't overpower him because this nigga is a big ass dude. But we can't remove you because you might get your ass beat. And I was here for it all. I had to rewind it like 5 freaking times because it was so chaotic. Then there was another girl in pink. I don't know if that was Akeisha's family. She was going back and forth with Letitia just as Akeisha was because they were going back and forth. So when they removed Willie and Akeisha outside, Willie's like, I got contracts, I got business. I'm not about to ruin that shit for these clowns, and I'm with that. Akeisha said, I'm trying to be nice. I've been trying to make peace, but y'all got us fucked up. For real, y'all got us fucked up. And they did have Akeisha and Willie fucked up. They absolutely did. That was so unnecessary. Back inside, here go Cliff. He is hyping up Glenn. Okay, he's telling him, he's trying to push your buttons. Don't let him push your buttons. As if y'all weren't trying to push his buttons too. Y'all were wanting to see if he was going to react, and he did, and y'all didn't expect it. So now you're trying to, manipulate Glenn into thinking that he had a right to do this. He had a right. Will Glenn, Cliff's going to get your ass fucked up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Gucci made sure that Akeisha left. She said, Akeisha, get in the car. Because she's like, that ain't going to work. I don't want my friend to be in no mess. So whenever my friend go, I'm go. Love it, love it, love it. Okay? And Letitia, who the hell are you talking to? By talking to somebody and say that Akeisha's been trying to compete with you all year? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You can't compete where you don't compare, ma'am. How can Akeisha compete with you when she's already winning? She's excelling further than you. She already got the building for her bricks and hops. She got a foundation. She has a legacy. She has the connections, the money. What does Akeisha need to compete with you about, Letitia? What? You ain't done nothing for Fair Street since the first season. You've been doing everything else to stay messy, to be in everybody else's business, to start shit, versus then your actual mission that you wanted this show to be about. Akeisha has stayed in that lane since she's been on this show. You can fucking miss me. Okay? You can fucking miss it with that shit, Letitia. You really fucking can. All right? Now, Letitia, she's trying to calm Latrice down because, yes, Latrice is crying, which is very unfortunate. Did not want this to happen at Latrice's event? Absolutely not. But you never told your husband to calm down, just like Letitia didn't tell her husband to calm down. Place this blame on your husband and his friend. Don't ever place on nobody else but your husband and his friend. Period, point blank. So now, it's the aftermath, right? Akeisha is pissed, and she has the right to be pissed. I'm done with Latrice. I'm done with her husband. She now showed me what type of person that she is, and I'm done. As far as Letitia and Glenn, that shit's been done. Right, because I said it before. Akeisha, she did not let go of the plan that Letitia wanted to do on her and Willie. About how they wanted to set up Willie for a woman to reach out to him in his DMs. Believe it. Completely believe it. And Akeisha, she didn't trust Letitia's apology. She didn't believe that Letitia didn't know nothing about it. She just kept her eye out. And once everything came out, she said, yep, I knew I shouldn't have trusted this bitch. I knew it. And she said, you invited us to an event where both me and my husband got insulted by your husband and his little minion. And that is the fact. That's the fact. That's the truth. Okay? And she said, when it came down to the issues that have been brought to the collective, it always comes down to Letitia and Latrice. And I'm going to have to agree. Just like last season, Latrice, everybody had an issue with you. And now, we're now going to the end of this season. Y'all want to have an issue with Akeisha. Interesting. So, Letitia pulls up. See, Letitia thinks she has a complete end now with Latrice. And she blames everything on Willie and Akeisha. To say they intentionally decided to ruin her event shows exactly how they feel about her. No, that's bullshit. Why would they want to intentionally ruin your event? When Willie came and said, we didn't want nothing but success for Cliff and Latrice. We're very happy for them. Willie even said it. He said, as much as the guys joke and they throw jabs, he always carry high level respect for them. He wants everything but success for y'all. He don't want nothing else to be bad for y'all. So why would you assume that they want you to fail? Good night and goodbye, Latrice. No, ma'am. What motive do they have? And then You need to direct that shit towards your fucking husband and Lil Glendale. And so do you, Letitia. And she says, at the end of the day, this all roots between competition and jealousy. Latrice, baby, you are successful. You are beautiful. But Akeisha is not in competition with you, sweetheart. She's not jealous of you by no means. You're going to have to find something else to think that somebody else is in competition with you. Because I feel like this has nothing to do with you. Nothing was done deliberately to hurt you. Your husband had an issue with Willie for no reason whatsoever. I think you know, but you didn't want to check Cliff because he might turn that energy back on you. So you pretty much just stay quiet. That's what you did. But now she says she wants nothing to do with Akeisha and Willie. Akeisha is dead to her. And hell, she's more of an enemy than Marie is. I might even hug Marie. It's up and stuck for Akeisha. Oh, wow. Really? That's interesting. Now she's the worst person in the world, right? So now, here go Letitia. Akeisha is not a fit for the collective. She's not about sisterhood. She's not about unity. She's not about this. Letitia, shut your beluga well ass up. You're not about sisterhood. You're not about unity. You're not. You're a fucking pick-me. It is laughable coming from her talking about sisterhood when the past couple of seasons, Letitia hasn't acted in sisterhood. The season before, she wanted to bring somebody from Damon's past to embarrass Tamara's relationship. That's not very sisterhood of you. That's not someone who's about unity. And now we get to the last season where you and Marie wanted to sit down to Tamara's ex and stalk her to find out what's been going on in her life. That wasn't right. That wasn't cool. So y'all can damn miss me with that shit. None of y'all know how to exempt sisterhood. I think Akeisha showed that more than y'all did. And let's get on the two of y'all thinking that y'all husbands didn't start the shit when they did. Let's not forget, Letitia, you just came from sitting on the couch last season waiting for paternity results because your husband might have fathered a child throughout your marriage. Hello? Embarrassing. Latrice, we also got Cliff on camera dragging you outside of a bar, cussing at you, fussing at you, all that and then some. Ma'am, y'all women have been embarrassed by y'all husbands since y'all been on this show. And the one time where Willie stood up for his wife, now y'all want to say they wanted to do this. They wanted to have this argument. They wanted to have this fight. No, y'all bitch ass husbands want to have that argument with another man because they can't handle it. This man's about his wife. This man's about stepping up for his wife. He's about defending his wife. He's about protecting his wife. Versus then y'all two clowns that won't do nothing for y'all fucking wives. Y'all allowed y'all wives to be ridiculed and humiliated versus Willie wouldn't do. That's the problem. But y'all, that's pretty much it. I ain't got nothing else because it's going to be them talking about how to get Akeisha out of the collective and that she's not a good fit for the collective. Girl, try. I want y'all to damn try to see how y'all can ostracize Akeisha out of the collective. I really want y'all to figure it out how. And just from what occurred this past Monday, turns out Akeisha damn near quit. Her and Willie will not be renewing their contract for the next season. So Letitia and Latrice, y'all gonna have to come up with something else to argue about in the next season. Y'all might have to just figure out what led to this occurrence and check y'all fucking husbands. That's what y'all might have to do. Because y'all not going to have Akeisha as the scapegoat to bring out the energy, to bring out the drama for the next season. Y'all going to have to come up with something else. And I cannot wait for the reunion that's coming up to see how y'all think y'all can double team her. Please and thank you. I don't have time. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video. I'm see you guys later. Bye.